Welcome back to Portside of the Pilots. We're joined now by University of Portland Vice President for Athletics, Scott Leykam. Scott, thanks for joining us. We just heard about one of the more exciting collegiate events ever, PK 80. It's coming very soon to Portland. Talk about the role the University of Portland had in making the event a reality.
Adam, I'm glad it's very soon. I mean, this has gone back 4 years, and a call we received one day out of the blue from Michigan State AD Mark Hollis asking, one, if we'd help host the event, and two, if we were willing to be in the event. We said, where do we sign up? How quickly do we jump in? And the last 4 years has been working with Michigan State, our friends at the Moda Center, Nike, and ESPN in making this event a reality. In terms of our role, we are one of the hosts of the event. We're an official practice site. We're helping with some game operations, athletic training, and some other pieces within those 4 days. But it can't come soon enough. We've been recruiting to it for the last couple of years and are excited it's here.
And obviously the Pilots will face some quality competition that weekend, including defending national champ North Carolina. Talk about what kind of impact playing games like that can have on a program.
Well, you recruit to that. I mean, you have student athletes, and you want student athletes that want to play on a national scene against the best teams this country has to offer. We were very fortunate last year to get a late call and be in the Anaheim Classic, the old Wooden Legacy at the Honda Center and Cal State Fullerton. We played Lonzo Ball and UCLA on Thanksgiving night, played a really good Dayton team and Archie Miller the next night. I think that will help us get ready for what's here this November.
And scheduling, as you know, not always easy for men's basketball. Talk about what goes into putting together a schedule. And you even turned to Twitter for a little help this year, didn't you?
Scheduling's a nightmare. I mean, you're trying to find 13 games, and you're trying to guess exactly how you're going to be in a given year and how your opponents are going to be in a given year. Now, with transfers and the way rosters turn over in this business, it's really hard to know what you're going to look like in 2, 3, 4 years and what your opponents are going to look like. These multi-team events like PK 80 and the Wooden Legacy, you build around that first. Those 4 games, and those are really a best chance for a mid-major to play a high-level team. After that, we balance with 3, 4 games. We feel we have a good chance of winning. Maybe another tough road game and 3 or 4 coin flips. But it's hard. And Twitter, we got desperate. We thought we had a 4th game in the PK 80. Got a call that it fell through. We actually got a lead that I think is going to end up being that 31st game.
Very nice. Now, the University of Portland is seemingly ever expanding. That includes athletic facilities. Talk about some projects that might be on the horizon. Baseball field continues to be a big project for us. Joe Etzel Field. We are in the middle of a player lounge in the Pinovi hitting facility, which will be big for that program, given their locker room is in the Child Center. The River property is the next frontier, and it's coming soon. We anticipate that we'll start 2 full-size soccer fields there sometime in October. 1 grass, 1 turf. The grass will be largely a varsity practice facility for us. We don't have a full-time pitch. We will now. The intramural will be another Prue pitch for us, a chance for club, intramural, ROTC, some of our varsity sports. We don't have another green space on campus. That will help. Right behind that is the boathouse and dock. We've secured a couple of big donations there recently. That will be a July 1 project for next summer. And then right behind those, we actually had a meeting on those tonight, are a new track and a 6-court tennis center, which will, those projects will directly affect 11 of our 16 programs, but all will benefit. All right, time to turn to Facebook, where we got some questions this week. The first one, what attributes and qualities do you look for when hiring coaches?
I think when you hire anybody, coaches, staff, you have to look at fit. When you open a job, whether it's a head coach, an assistant coach, an associate AD, there's 10, 15, 20 people in the pool that can do the job skill-wise. Who is that person that fits your culture and fits with your existing staff and the university mission? That's the person you're looking for.
Another Facebook question, what is a skill set you've had to learn while on the job, and can you still shoot 3-pointers? Follow-up question, could you ever shoot 3-pointers?
Thank you, Adam. Skill number 1 is managing up. 2 is multitasking. 3 is dealing with wisecracks from employees like that one. Yes, I used to be able to shoot 3-pointers. And yes, my 9-year-old can now beat me in a 3-point shooting contest.
Impressive. This one comes from superfan Duncan Strang. What would you be doing if you weren't an athletic director?
If I weren't an athletic director, I might still be in sports writing. I was lucky that Stanford plucked me out of a newsroom 24, 25 years ago, and that's probably where I would still be.
All right, time to look behind the scenes a little bit. We're going to go through some series of questions. You're going to name some people. First, funniest coach on staff.
Funniest coach on staff for me would be Rob Connor, whether he's trying to be or not.
Most intense.
Most intense coach. That's a good one.
They all have some sort of level of intensity.
Everybody has intensity in that group. I would say in the moment, in the game, Terry Porter.
Most likely to succeed on Jeopardy.
Brent Crouch.
Absolutely.
That was an easy one.
You might have already said his name. Best golfer.
Terry Porter, Adam Lindman second.
Wow, close second. Best noon ball player.
Best noon ball player. Garrett Smith has a pretty good shot. I don't know what he's like at noon ball, but he can shoot out in Chiles before games. I would go with Garrett.
I've seen him on the free throw line. He likes those free throws. And going back to best golfer real quick, I need to mention Drew Muscatel.
Drew Muscatel, Jake Valentine also
Absolutely.
On that list from baseball as well.
Hit it a mile.
Yes.
Last question, best sports information director.
Noel Laprevot.
Wow. Noel getting some love. Scott Leykam, thanks a ton for joining us.
Thanks, Adam. It's been fun.